Now, from the home court of local sports, this is Full Court Friday.
It's the best time of the week, isn't it? It's Full Court Friday. Ryan Kelly, Dominic, Miranda. Dom, this was an interesting week. District tournaments for the girls down here in Florida. Boys action heating up, and a really strange set of circumstances in Syrup City tonight.
That's right. It was interesting. No fans in the stands, and a rivalry game, but two different trajectories of the season. Bainbridge 17-6, the Syrup Makers of Cairo 4-15. But you play the game for a reason, right?
Absolutely,
Kelly?
And that's exactly why it's our game of the night. The Bainbridge Bearcats, the Cairo Syrup Makers, Teresa Edwards Court. And this one, Dom, had a feel kind of like an NBA bubble, but that atmosphere did not turn down the intensity. Fourth quarter action. Cairo running the break right here. Keshan spins, finishes it off. The hoop, the harm. The Makers up by 6.
Yeah, but Bainbridge, they answered back. Dylan Beard, the high arcing three ball. Goodness gracious, buries it. It took 10 seconds to come down. Bearcats clawing back.
Yeah, but now it's Zyrell Williams' turn. He gets the triple, and the Cats have clawed their way. They're down just 1.
And they kept the heat on. The Makers, a little later, Ashton Paris gets it inside, puts him in the blender. Too small, he says. Bearcats take the lead with 3 to play.
But very next possession, Amari Powell gets it right back. Left-handed floater, back and forth we go into Syrup City.
Under a minute to play here. Carroll leads by 4, but VJ Irvin cookies. The V stands for very good. Coast to coast, Bainbridge trims the deficit to 2. 45 ticks to play.
But Cairo, Syrup City, upset city. Robinson, Powell, Vicks, buckets. The Makers shock their rivals from Decatur. Huge rivalry win. Take a look at your final score, 51-45 from Teresa Edwards Court. And Dom, you cannot overstate how much this one means to the Makers.
Yeah, no question about it. Head coach JJ Cooper said after the game, this is a very meaningful W. His first W ever beating Bainbridge as head coach of Cairo.
I think this is probably the first game all season where we played a full 32-minute game. One of the reasons may be because it's a rivalry game. Hopefully we can start a new trend. That's what we talk about with the kids, because our basketball program, we're trying to turn around and get it back to where we used to be. But tonight is a great step towards getting back to those days.
That is a great step. And let's stay in the Syrup City for the girls' game. Happened before the fellas. First quarter here, Christina Brown going to take this one all the way to the 10. A tough finish. Puts it into the Syrup Maids hanging in early. But here comes the purple and gold. Marquita Jakes, one dribble pull-up mid-range. Buries it. Good-looking jump shot right there. Bainbridge opening things up just a little bit here. Later on the inbound, it's Brown again. Tough shot, but she puts it up and in. She was who all the offense for the Maids ran through tonight. But the Lady Cats just too much offensively in this one. Fast break. Jakes, count it, 4-2. And Angel Peterson, yeah, she's going to like what she sees as well. Drives to the lane, flips it up and in. Was all Bainbridge in the girls' game. 53-28, your final score in that one.
Hey, off to Osceola, where the Warriors hosted the district's top seed FAMU DRS. Baby Rattler showing why early. That pass intercepted by Jayla Young, who puts it up and in for the easy deuce. Honestly, a lot of credit due to ACA in this one, particularly early. The heavy underdog went down swinging and crashed the boards early on with a nice second chance putbacks like that one from Jenna Lindsay. But the Warriors not done on the glass. The 3 won't go for Lachlan Fagel with another board and bucket. At the end of the day, however, the Baby Rattlers doing what they do best, dominating on both sides of the floor. Here's Jada Rogers with the mid-range J. Lather, rinse, repeat. FAMU DRS is your district champion. Baby Rattlers pull away. Now the pressure on Osceola to see if they make the big dance.
Absolutely. Well, Florida High, if you wanted us to get more highlights tonight, you should have beaten Walton as bad as you did. By the time I could make it over from Osceola, it was late in the fourth quarter. It was a running clock. We got a chance to get you one last final bucket, this one, and it was all over but the shouting. But there was, of course, a really nice trophy as well. 6 straight district titles for the Seminoles, all over Walton tonight, 73-24. They are going to be a real tough out in that tourney.
That's what it's all about right there. Monroe looking to move to win 16 on the year against Franklin County. Let's pick it up in the third quarter. Bobcats, Dion Conyers shoots one way downtown for 3. Bobcats extend their lead to 12. Later, Seahawks having a tough time with that Bobcat defense. Turnover, and we're off to the races. Cameron Stinson gets the pass for the easy 2. Bobcats up by 14. Seahawks looking to get something going. Jeremiah Stevens gets a screen, creates separation. Hot sauce from distance. Very next play, Bobcats tighten up the screws, back on defense, missed Seahawk layup. We're running transition. Watch this pass right there. Money for the layup. Monroe having their way much of the third. They win tonight 55-33, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. Senior night in Gadsden County as they welcome in NFC. And it was a fast start for the visiting Eagles. They get out early. Going to watch this run. Perimeter from three. Bang from downtown. Early lead for NFC. One later, how about a little bit more Eagles? This one, another one from three-point land. Nothing but net in NFC. Quick 6-point lead over the mighty Jaguars. But not so fast. Tariq Johnson with a one-handed jam. Put that on your highlight reel. That'll get you hyped up on the bench. More Jaguars. We keep going. Transition. Quanta Yavin Butler lays it up. 20-18, and they are not done. Right before half, Jags looking to extend the lead. They pass it out. Heat check. Yo, no, it's not there, but the big guy's there to clean it up. 8-0 run to finish the half. Tough win tonight for Gadsden, 60-53.
The Jags are fun to watch. In Nashville, the BERRIEN Rebels won 6-7. Thomasville Bulldogs, they're undefeated in region play. We picked this up towards the end of the second. Anthony Dent to Marion Banks. Splash from long distance. Bulldogs up by 20. 2 minutes left. Landon Manning drives the paint. Strong. Picks up a pair. Rebels still down by 23. Minute left. Dogs on the fast break. Anthony Dent making a dent in the rim. Goodness gracious. They went into the half 48-21. On the opening possession of the third, Demarion Riley steals the rock, gets the lay-in for the Rebels. But the Dogs, they remain undefeated in region, 87-50. Thomasville.
All right, we had a lot of district games to get to for girls tournaments. Let's head on over to Dom at the big board.
That's right, a lot of district games. Rickards fans, apologies, couldn't make it tonight, but unfortunately, the Lady Raiders fall at home to Pine Forest 66-46. Monroe Lady Bobcats all over Rocky Bayou, 38-20. Rough night for the Leon ladies as they fall at Fort Walton Beach, 47-39. Madison was its third straight district title, 47-41.
All right, when we come back, our own Brandon Spencer got a chance to visit with some FSU basketball royalty, including a guy who's going to find his name up in the rafters tomorrow. But first, how about a salute to you, our fans of the week are those of you who watched at home for Cairo and Bainbridge on WCTV's Facebook page. Over 700 of you tuned in to watch the Cats, the Makers, and the Maids play tonight. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A horde of FSU men's basketball legends have made their way back to the capital city this weekend for a reunion ahead of tomorrow's home game against Wake Forest.
Yeah, tonight's opening banquet setting the stage for a weekend full of events and full of Seminole greats. Brandon Spencer got the chance to join in on the fun tonight, and Brandon, I'm jealous of you tonight. I'm really jealous of you on this one.
Yeah, guys, it was a good time, and it was a pretty packed house. A lot of big names like Bob Serra, Rod King, and Charlie Ward couldn't make it tonight, but they will be a part of the 75 players honored at tomorrow's game, which will include a special moment for the great George McLeod.
Florida State men's basketball hosts its reunion weekend get-together. It's no surprise to see legends like George McLeod make a show.
I've been to like 4 of these now, so it's good to see the fellas, good to see a lot of old faces, so that's pretty much it.
But this year, McLeod is back for a special reason, to be honored as the 7th men's hoop player to have their jersey retired.
Man, I was honored, man. It's just kind of testament of how hard I work. You know, you get awards like this when your team succeeds, so our team was really well. We did really well, and the one thing I really love is that we're still friends to this day.
A brotherhood bonded together for life, which was evident at Friday's banquet, and a reason reunions like this are so important.
It's great because, you know, you get a chance to catch up, you get to find out what guys are doing, and, you know, you never know when a guy can help you out or you can help another guy out, and that's what it's all about, you know, just being there for your brothers. This is like a family.
And when it comes to the current FSU Hoops family, McLeod believes as long as they stop playing to the level of their competition, they will be all right.
And I think you're going to see a second half these guys are going to be good. You know, next year, the year to follow, you got some talent, and guys are going to be good. So they just have to continue to play hard and work hard, and they're to take care of itself.
Now, during tomorrow's game, the 1972 Final Four team will also be honored, and Coach Ham made sure to let the crowd know that even though the team is shorthanded, they will be sure to put on a show for the Giants that set the stage for their own success. Guys?
Absolutely. And Brandon, I got to tell you, you know, we talk a lot about the 72 team. You probably saw Coach Durham in there, and of course, it's great to honor those guys. Folks love to talk about the early 90s Seminoles that made the Elite Eight. No doubt. But to see George McLeod, a guy from the 80s, a little bit of a forgotten era of Florida State basketball, to be honored and remembered tomorrow and have his name forever in the rafters, that's good stuff.
For sure. They set the stage. for sure.
Absolutely going to be sleepy nooner. At least for the Knowles Zone, they're going to wear pajamas tomorrow. Yeah, you'll be awake. You'll be at the Tucker Center. I'll be awake.
If that's not motivation, I don't know what is. That's a promise from Coach Ham. I'm holding him to it.
Okay. You're saying it's the guarantee.
It's the guarantee. I'm guaranteeing a W. How about that?
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Okay, well, I tell you what. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about those Seminoles and their big matchup against those Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And oh yeah, there's this team called the FAMU Rattlers, and they've won 7 straight, and they're trying to win 8 straight against the reigning conference champions. Michelle Roberts has your preview coming up after this. Welcome back to Full Court Friday. It is a huge weekend of college basketball, which means that we are in need of a huge preview with a new member of our team. Welcome to Full Court Friday, Michelle Roberts, who has you covered on all the action from Saturday and Sunday.
Hey guys, we have a jam-packed weekend of college hoops, 8 games total, so let's get to it, starting with FAMU men's basketball. The Rattlers haven't lost in about a month, 7 straight in fact, and they sit at the top of the SWAC East Division. Standing in their way of keeping their hot streak alive is the defending SWAC champs Texas Southern University. That matchup is at 4:30 tomorrow at the Al Lawson Center. 5th-year grad student Bryce Meringue explains how they're preparing.
You can't overlook anybody, just take it one game at a time. That's all we can do. Just prepare for the opponent. Right now it's Texas Southern, so that's what we're trying to do, and then we get that win and we just keep it rolling.
Staying with FAMU, the Lady Rattlers also hosting Texas Southern on Saturday at 2 for the doubleheader at home. On to FSU, the men's team looking to rebound after 3 straight ACC losses. The Noles take on Wake Forest at the Tuck at noon tomorrow, and the Demon Deacons are 2 spots ahead of the Seminoles in the ACC standings. A month ago, Florida State fell to Wake by 22 points. The Knowles Zone encouraging students to wear pajamas for the early start. The women hosting Notre Dame on 2 p.m. Saturday. FSU will be wearing pink uniforms in their Play for K game to benefit the K-Yow Cancer Fund. They'll also celebrate National Girls and Women in Sports Day. Coach Sue's team looking for their first win ever against the Irish, as the Noles are 0-11 all time. For the Blazers, both teams host West Alabama. The women go into this one with a 16-4 record. The ladies and the fellas taking care of business against Alabama Huntsville on Thursday, and TCC takes on arch rival Chipola College away on Saturday. So a lot of action happening this weekend, and it's getting really exciting with only a month left of the regular season. And guys, it's been great to join you for Full Court Friday night.
Thanks so much, Michelle. Cannot wait for this action. And you know, you were at the Lawson Center on Thursday. The Rattlers, if you had to boil it down to something, why are they playing so well right now?
They just believe. I mean, they told me when I did that feature Thursday that they just knew that they could win these games that they were losing, and they've been clicking on all cylinders, defense, transition, name it. I mean, they're fun to watch.
It's all about confidence, especially when you get to this time in the season. As soon as you start playing with confidence or rolling, you're good to go.
When you got MJ Randolph playing like he is,
that's true too.
Tough out every single night. That'll do it for Full Court Friday, everybody. We will see you